Thank you, Sia. Mzwandile, if I could move to you and just the thoughts of the management team in the last 24 hours. I mean, it's been extraordinary to observe the different opinions from South Africa and out of the UK. I mean, do you see the principle here as any different to questions being asked about the neutrality of a TMO ahead of the first test?
Yeah, I think without going deep on it, let's go on the build-up in the first game, where firstly the integrity of World Rugby was challenged by another human being, where when Marius Jonker was appointed the TMO, and then someone, Gatland on the other side, went crazy where he was asking World Rugby and challenging them, about the decision they've made. And everyone knows that we are living in a challenging time. We're living during COVID. Apparently, the other gentleman that was supposed to be a TMO, because of the COVID protocols, he couldn't travel to South Africa, Unfortunately, that's not in our hands, and we don't appoint TMOs, And the fact that that was publicly challenged by another coach on the other side. And even still today, I haven't had any statement, from him, from his side, where he was apologizing about it. I haven't had any statement from World Rugby, So I feel like, we're not asking for any favors. We're not asking for any favors. We just want all equal grounds, because of, once again, this took about 12 years, to get to where we are at the moment. So I wouldn't love the series to all be about the decision that were taken by the officials, or the whole vibe about the coaches of the field, And once again, people must make peace with the fact that we are living in the different times now. So there are traditional media conferences, and there's a social media, which is very powerful. And I know there's been a lot of fight between the two coaches, which is our director of rugby, Rassie, and Gatland on the other side. So, but all I'm saying is that if whatever Rassie said on the social medias or whatever, I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know, but I see videos around and all that stuff. For me, media conference or social media, there's a saying also that Zikala Gopala, which is debates, they all got different sounds, but they all come under the same bush. So that is my point that I'm trying to get across, is that even if things are being said in the social media or they are being said in the traditional media conference, it's still the media. Both coaches wanted to get their messages across, and it was straight that Rassie wanted to state it in his own personal view. It had nothing to do with us as a team. Our main focus was to train, and actually, I'm also on Facebook. So I saw a couple of things, but once again, for us, we're not asking for any favors. We just want a fair, equal ground for everyone. So if Rassie got into trouble because of what he said on social media, I think the gentleman that challenged the integrity of the game at the beginning when the TMO was challenged, I think that is something that really destroyed the dignity of the series, and it also challenges the integrity of World Rugby. And he says a lot about the gentleman who was going to be a TMO at that time, which is Marius Jonker. So I think that's where it should come from.
And just to follow up on that then, Mzwandile, I mean, how much of a distraction has it been for you as a coaching staff in your preparations for this game, or have you been able to put it to one side and focus on what you need to fix on the field?
Oh, Matt, listen, we are professional at what we do. Like Sia mentioned earlier on, we actually had a great week on the training session. We had a great week where we went to analyze our game and the things that we need to work on. And honest truth, we are in a good space. And yeah, that's it. We're looking forward to tomorrow. And hopefully we'll give it a good show for everyone. And I think this series deserves really a good show where people must enjoy it. And yeah, we are looking forward to the game.
Thank you both. Thank you, Rayon.
Thank you to Matthew Pierce of SuperSport. We're going to move on swiftly now, and we say good afternoon to Craig Ray.
I respect that. Thank you. Can I just ask one other question in regards Rassie's video? Rugby is a game which prides itself on respect for the referee. When a director of rugby comes out with a video like that, do you think it damages the game?
Can I answer that one, please? No problem. First things first, to question the appointments made by World Rugby, that is where it starts. So the video for the gentleman that questioned the integrity of World Rugby, that's where it should start. That's something that we need to question. And like I said earlier on, even if it's on a traditional media or it's on the social networks, what is right for the other side must be right for the other side. It can't be two-way thing, where one team is playing on a glass field and the other one is playing on the mud. So once again, I'm not too sure about the video, and I'm not too sure about the gentleman complaining about the appointments. But once again, we both need the same treatment and respect. That's all.
Thank you, Stick. And we're going to move on to Luis Chiesa of ESPN.